Did you know that in 2020 it was estimated that the wages of a high skilled in Kenya is expected to go up to 68,000 Kenyan shillings per month, according to the Economics Trade Global Macro Model, as well as expectation from analysts. Now, welcome to Street Biashara. I'm your host Brandon Yamichaba, and I'm back on the streets of Nairobi as I'm about to find out what Kenyans understand with the term wages. What is a wage?
I believe that a wage is what you are paid after working for someone.
Wage ni si mshahara, lakini tuseme ni kama unapewa kwa casual jobs. Yeah, ukifanya vibarua unapewa wage.
Wage is the remuneration that is normally paid to a worker after rendering services in a particular organization or in a given organization.
Wage ni ile tuseme kama ni salary, lakini unaweza lipwa kama weekly, daily. After work unalipwa pesa yako.
Yeah, I put it up like the same category as salaries.
Okay.
Wages is the money you get paid at the end of the month for work done.
There's wage and rent. Is there a difference between wage and rent?
That's what I want you to tell me. Unafikiria ni tofauti rent na wage?
Maybe they vitu zote mimi naonanga tu ni rent.
Acha nikusaidie. Kuna tofauti na salary na wage?
Salary and
wage.
But why are we using very strong terms? Si ni malipo no. Yani si tuseme tu rent, lipwa. Why must we use the heavy terms?
Because, you know, the very simple terms. I just guess. Now we're going to play guess game.
Wage.
Wage unafikiria na maana.
The wages.
What comes to your mind?
Yeah, it's a very familiar term to me, but now I cannot dig deeper. Like it's wage.
Inesha tu hapo.
Wages.
Now, when I went on the streets of Nairobi and asked you what a wage is, the amazing answers I got there were hilarious. So we are back in studio to break it down for you and make sure you understand what a wage is. And joining me on Street Biashara is David Kingo, and he's from Cyton Investments, and he's an analyst, and he's going to tell us what exactly a wage is. Let's jump right into it. You tell us what wage is so people really understand.
So wage basically is amount payable to an employee for services offered to an employer. So it's a relationship whereby someone gives you something to do for them. It might be weekly, it might be daily, it might be weekly, it might be monthly, it can be whatever terms you've agreed. But the amount payable for any work done by someone.
Okay. And what are the differences between wages earned in public and private sectors?
So basically, when as an economist, maybe when you dig deeper into wages between private and public, they're quite different, because wages in public, they are defined by something called the scale in terms of there are categories of job group that defines how much should be earned by a specific job group. Because the history of public service in economics is that it is service to the government, it is service to the people. So the expectations of remuneration is not high as private sector. But when it comes to private sector, the wage that you're supposed to be paid is defined not by job group, but maybe by the salary that you come into the new organization with, maybe by the experience that you're going to bring in it, maybe by the nature of the job that you're going to be doing in that particular institution. So definitely there are two very, very diverse ways in which wage in government is defined and wage in private sector is defined.
Okay.
Yes.
And when it comes to categorizing, especially incomes and classes, who would you say is a low-income earner in Kenya?
So low income earning, of course, we have what we call a minimum wage of around 13,000. That's how we first define it. But the minimum wage doesn't say these are low income earner. We've seen statistics and even from the National Bureau of Statistics saying anyone who is less than 50% in this country is a low income earner. But based on the structure of the Kenyan economy on a lighter note, someone who is less than 100,000 is still a low income earner. Yes.
Wow. Okay, I'm learning something that right there. Which are some of the laws that govern the wage bill in Kenya?
So we have the Employment Act that tried to talk about the relation between the employer and the employee, and basically the wage structure. Then we have a schedule that was approved by Ukur Yatan, the current Treasury CS, who was previously in Labour, about the schedule of minimum wages, how much should someone be paid if they are doing this particular job. And then we have the Public Service Commission now as a salary structure or the salary scheme that defines what should be paid to different job group.
Okay, thank you for that insightful information. You're always educating us right here on Street Biashara. Well, guys, that is the meaning of what a wage is, and I do hope you understand, because the next time I come on the streets and I ask you, I hope I'll get the right answers. Now, that brings us to the end of this episode of Street Biashara. I'll see you next time.